Hello and welcome. I am Deepal Shah, your medical intuitive and mind reprogramming coach, and you're here live with me doing healings and readings with Deepal. I'm so excited to be here today, and we're going to be talking about nurturing your body, nurturing your soul. And what do I mean by that exactly? A lot of times we lack certain nutrition as empaths, and empaths and nutrition is very, very important. And so we're going to talk all about nutrition. And I want to hear from you as to how you are nourishing your body. Or do you have dietary sensitivities? Is there a gut health issue that you're dealing with? And I'm going to share with you how we can balance our diet spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and physically. Okay, so we're going to get started in just a moment. And in the meantime, I want you to go ahead and tag somebody that you know can use today's information and healing and readings, as well as share this video out with as many platforms as you can. I am so excited to be here once again. Hello, hello, beautiful people. You can leave comments in the comment section, and we will get started in just a moment. And so here we go, guys. Welcome back to Healings and Readings with Deepal Shah. I am your host, Deepal Shah, and I just want to make sure that I am live on the private Facebook group and everywhere else. So I can see all the wonderful comments that you guys are putting up. Say hello in the comments if you're here so I know who's here. If you are new to Healings and Readings with Deepal, just let me know that you are new. I want to give you a shout out. And I see that there's a lot of people on YouTube. So welcome to my YouTube channel. And you'll find a lot of different videos in my YouTube channel. You're more than welcome to explore through it and see what kind of healings you can use. There are so many different meditations as well as healings and techniques that you can take advantage of. And I see DC is here. I see Manira is here. Divine Light. Hello and welcome, Laura. So wonderful to have you here, as well as Liz. Hello, honey. All right, awesome. So let's talk about nourishing your body, nourishing your soul. Okay. As an empath, a lot of times you might not nourish your body enough because all the energies that are around you, sometimes you can't maintain them. Sometimes you don't understand them. Sometimes you get impacted so emotionally because you are not nourishing your body the way you're supposed to, right? And I'm not just talking about food, okay? Food is one thing, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. But also, there's other things that you can do to nourish your body just so that you can handle all the stress that comes in, your own spiritual journey, so that you can handle what's going on in your life and the experiences, the obstacles, the challenges, right? But you can also experience the happiness. Okay, so you have to nourish your body even for those happy moments, those blissful moments. And I know you might feel like, hey, you know what? My blissful moments don't really last too long. They last for a little bit. I'm happy about something. And then all of a sudden, I feel the way I did before, right? So I'm going to share with you exactly how you can work with that. And if you are somebody who's dealing with emotional, I would say emotional sensitivities, right? That would be your empathic sensitivities, gut health issues, dietary sensitivities, mood levels going up and down, right? We have to talk about that because as empaths, it might be difficult for you to understand why are all these things happening. Okay, so nourishing foods, right? I always talk about this. I know a lot of people, it's just so much easier when you're cooking for one person or two people. It's so much easier to have frozen foods or refrigerated foods, maybe cooking for a whole week, whatever it is. Don't do that to yourself because here's the thing. I want you to to really look at the way food works, because everything has prana, right? What is prana? It's life force energy. So if the life force energy is not there, then that means that you're not getting the nourishment that you need. And that's in any aspect of your life. And you can test it with my favorite tool, which is a pendulum. Now, I like to use a specific type of pendulum that I teach my students with. And so this specific pendulum can read energy so much more better, with more clarity and direction. Okay. Now, you can test your food with a pendulum, whether it is high in prana or no prana. Okay. Does it have any prana? And you can test it, yes or no. Okay. Of course, when you're testing with a pendulum, you always want to ask yes and no, which way is yes, which way is no, before you start asking questions. Okay. So, hello, Rose. Hello, Melody. So wonderful to see you guys here. So, I want you to really look at your food, because your nourishment comes, a lot of it comes from your food, and what you eat makes who you are. It makes our personality, because you know what? It does affect our hormones, and it does affect our body. It does affect our mind. So if we're adding more fruits and veggies to our diet, lean proteins, healthy fats, you're going to notice that you are really nourishing your body. You know, I remember before I got on this healthy transformation program that I was eating more carbs than proteins, and I was eating unhealthy fats. And once I started nourishing and incorporating more vegetables and fruits into my diet, and more protein and healthier fats, less carbs, or let's just say right amount of carbs, because you don't want to have too less carbs. Otherwise, your body's not going to have enough of the sugars to break down and give you enough energy, because there is a role in the carbs and the fats and the proteins and everything that we put in our body. So, how are we nourishing our body? Right? Let me ask you, do you guys cook your meals, or do you have frozen foods or refrigerated foods that you just take out each day, or do you eat out? I know a lot of people that eat out a lot, quite a bit. I don't know the last time I ate out. Maybe we might go once a month to eat out. But because I'm on this very particular macronutrient program, and it's a lifestyle, right? Because I need to give my body what it craves. So, can I eat pizza? Can I eat ice cream? Can I eat all the things that I do love? Yeah, but I also got to keep in mind, what am I putting in my body? Do I want that in my body? Okay. But in this program, I could have anything I want. But how am I nourishing my body? Right? As an empath, how am I nourishing my mind, and how am I nourishing my body? Really, really important things. What about dietary sensitivities? I know my daughter's allergic to lactose. Okay. So we substitute for almond milk, or cashew milk, or oat milk. Why do we have these dietary sensitivities? As an empath, you can become sensitive to what goes in your body, and it can impact your energy levels, your mood levels, your overall well-being. It can provide insights on how you identify and address your sensitivity. Some people are like, okay, whatever, I'm sensitive to it. I had one client who was so sensitive, they had IBS, but it didn't matter. They'd visit the bathroom 5-6 times a day, but it didn't matter to them. They did not care that they had this dietary sensitivity. So we have to recognize and be aware of, what does our body want? And how can we give it less of the unwanted stuff and more of what it wants? And how did it get to become this sensitive? Could it have been a past lifetime thing? Could it have been an ancestral energy, or an in the womb energy? during the different trimesters of when you were in the mother's womb? When did you start having these dietary sensitivities? Right? So we have to find the root cause. Now, gut health and gut health. I find that so many empaths have gut health issues. I was one of them. Raise your hand if you were one of them, okay? Put it in the chat. Hello, Chris. Hello, Lori. Hello, Martha. So wonderful to see you guys here. Now, gut health. I find that digestive issues are relentless, like from gastric, from reflux, right, to leaky gut, small bowel intestinal overgrowth. Does any of this sound familiar to you guys? Does any of this sound familiar? Because empaths, guess what? The reason that you have a lot of these gut health issues is because you have power issues. You have been drained. You have become powerless. And so now these gut health issues have shown up. Maybe you've been through some abuse, some verbal, physical, sexual abuse, and these gut health issues are showing up. Maybe you've been bullied. Okay. But things are not going down. They are coming up. You feel nauseated. You feel like you're vomiting. Your microbiome is out of balance and you cannot find balance in your life. Trust me, I was there. I hated it. Every bit of it. I didn't feel good day after day. I woke up and it was not a fun experience. Because what happens is when you have health issues, it consumes your life, right? So tell me what's going on with you. We're going to do some healings and readings, and we're going to get right into it. Let's do a nice little deep dive. And guess what, guys? I want to invite you to an amazing masterclass that I am having on August 10th at 2 p.m. Eastern. And it is tapping into your intuitive abilities, into your 8 intuitive abilities. So I'm going to put the link right here at the bottom. All right. So I'm going to put this right here and you can grab the link. It's probably going to shoot up to the top because that's what it always does. But you can also put link in the comments and I'll go ahead and send you a personal invite, okay? If you are not able to catch this. But all right, so tell me what's going on with you and then let's go ahead and tap into your energy today. All right. So I'm just going to look up at the top and see how many comments we have. Martina says 90% self-cooked. You know what, Martina? I'm very proud of you. Or cooked by somebody in the family. Wonderful. So remember, if you do have your food cooked either by you or someone in the family, make sure to cleanse it before you eat it because sometimes we don't always send the right energy into our food. Okay. And you definitely don't want to be eating while you are watching TV or have technology on, you're on the computer. You know, you want to be one with your food. You want to really be intentional and mindful, and that's going to open up more of your senses. Okay. For those of you who are trying to awaken your senses, this is one way of doing so. Okay. All right, so let's see. Martina also says, I notice when doing spiritual work, my body craves for nuts or sweets. Any opinion, idea on that? You know what? One of the things that I love is nuts as well. My favorite is cashews. And so, Martina, do one thing. I feel what I'm getting is that your body is depleted of selenium, and selenium is great. So if you're not eating at least 1 or 2 of the Brazil nuts, that's going to be a lot better choice for you at this time, okay? And it's okay that your body craves certain things. At least it's healthier. And if your body's craving sweets, maybe some fruit versus going to chocolate or cake or anything like that, it's perfectly fine. It's just your way, your body's way of telling you that you are doing the spiritual work. It is accepting it, and it craves that earthiness as well as enjoying the sweetness of the spiritual processes. Okay, so enjoy that, honey. You're looking good. New program must be working for you. Yes, gut health is resentless. Resentless. Yes. Thank you, Lori. I do appreciate it. I feel great. I have more energy than I ever have, and I'm getting toned and lean, and my abs are showing, which is what I have always wanted, but that's not why I'm doing this program. I'm doing it to become stronger and healthier in my own life, and I have cooked more than I ever have. I used to hate the kitchen. I love my kitchen. I love cooking for myself and being creative. It's really got my creative juices going and flowing, and I'm losing weight. I mean, in 9 weeks, I'll tell you, I was 114 pounds, and then I am now down to 105 today. So it's really exciting, but my mission is to get stronger. So yes, I'm losing the weight now, but I plan to rebuild with muscle so that as I age, I'm not falling apart. Like that's my goal. And so it is a lifestyle. I have turned it into a lifestyle of making sure that I am taking care of myself. And it does require quite a bit of love, compassion, and respect for this body, right? Because, of course, there's always challenges or aches and pains. But I'll tell you, I have had less aches and pains than I ever have in my entire life. My knees were hurting, they were crackling. Ever since I started doing these lifestyle changes and making my meals at home, even if we're going out to eat, I will make my meal, eat it, and then we can go out and then I'll watch everybody else eat. But I just feel like self-care, this is all part of self-care. It's really, really important, right? So I see somebody saying, and I can't, oh, I see it. Lori, you have SIBO, ulcer, and everything digestive. Okay, so for the ulcer, what's going to help you is D-mannose. D-mannose seems to be really good for the ulcer. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clear some energy that's showing up for you. A lot of power that was taken away from you in this lifetime, other lifetimes. A lot of disruption in the microbiome in the gut. It's almost like you got punched in the gut. That's how you feel all the time. Okay. So when you feel like that, it's because you have been out of control, meaning that you have not felt in control for eons. Okay. And so I'm just going to go ahead and work through your digestive system. And if anybody else needs this healing, please do be open to receiving just by telling yourself that I am open to receiving this beautiful healing. Okay. So I'm just clearing out the digestive system. Ooh, I love those hearts. Keep them coming if you're on Facebook. I do love seeing those hearts. So thank you. I think Facebook likes it too. Yay! That happens on TikTok a lot. People like it and hearts a lot. But that's because it works with the algorithm in TikTok. I don't know if it does the same thing on Facebook. But I'm just learning, guys. All right. So I am working and did work up through your digestive system. And the ulcer, this ulcer feels like it's almost as if it's like up in the upper esophagus. I don't know if it hurts right in your chest, but I'm just going to clear this energy and heal the ulcer. We want to just send healing to the ulcer, right? That whatever it's going through, whatever its memory is, let's clear the experience that caused the ulcer, because it's a lot of stress. And there's something that you may have also eaten that can create the ulcer. Now, if you're taking omegas, notice if that is when it started, okay? sometimes omegas, vitamin D will cause these problems. Okay, it will cause pain in the lower abdominal. It will cause pain in the esophagus. I remember there was a time when I was taking omegas multiple times, 3 different times, because I tried 3 different brands, and it actually gave me an ulcer. One of the brands that I love is Mary Ruth's Omega, and she has an amazing omega and an amazing line. So if you guys want to check it out, it is pretty good stuff. So I like it. Donna, all right. Let's see. Is my marriage making me ill? So, Donna, I think you're so intuitive that I think you've already picked up on that information. So, let me see what you need so that we can help you heal. Okay. So, your fifth and second chakra are what is making you ill because they are out of balance. Whether it's the stress of the marriage or not, I definitely could feel that there's a lot of emotions coming up, and it's like so here's what the guides are saying. It's quite interesting that you're very intuitive and sensitive to the other person's feelings. Okay, and you're very friendly, you're very artistic, but you take on all these emotions of the other person. Now, in your marriage, you've always been that person, that intuitive person. And what's going to happen is that your relationship is going to go to a new phase, but also this relationship with your psychic abilities is going to be going to a new phase. And so I really want you to hone in on your own psychic abilities. And, I understand that a marriage, it can make us ill, it can make us feel sick. But it's not the marriage itself, it is the stress of it, right? And the emotions of it. So let's do a clearing around all the emotions that you're feeling in your marriage to help you clear that. Okay, we just do a clearing. And if you're not happy in your marriage, right, you have to think about what is it that I can do to make it better, right? A lot of times we don't know what to do. And that's where I want you to ask questions in your meditation. Well, you released something, because a lot of times when I yawn, it's a release of something within you, okay? So we just clear this out, clearing all this energy out. All right, so if you're here, welcome. I am Deepal Shah. If this is the first time you are with me, for those of you who have been with me and are following me every Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern, I want to thank you for being here again. Please do tag somebody that you know that can use today's healing, or share this video out with those you love and know, okay? Let's see. Okay, Facebook person says link. Okay. I will send you that link if you want to join me for the Opening Up Your 8 Intuitive Abilities workshop. It's going to be 2.5 hours on August 10th at 2 p.m. Eastern. If you miss it, there will be a replay that you can take advantage of and watch for a week. It will be up for a week, and then I will be bringing it down, but you will have the replay for a week, okay? And you can bring a friend for free. So it's buy one, get one free. And the prices will go up August 6th, so you want to make sure to take advantage of it. We do get sold out, so make sure that you sign up now. It is at a low price, and so you want to go ahead and grab the link. I did post it, so you could scroll up to the top and just grab the link. If you need the link, just say the link, and I will send that over to you immediately after we are done here, okay? Now, Liz says she is dealing with bloating. Okay, so bloating. Okay, if you're eating a lot of cruciferous vegetables, it is going to cause bloating. But I also see a tendency towards yeast. So that, and I don't know if you have gas as well. But here's one of the things that you could do: ajwain. Ajwain, AJWIN, ajwain seeds. When you take a teaspoon of that, it will help with the bloating. So right after you have a meal, take a teaspoon of ajwain seeds. Okay. Use more cinnamon in your water when you have water in the day. You can add cinnamon, or your tea, add cinnamon. The other thing that will help you with bloating is not just ajwain, but you could put ajwain and cumin seeds in your cooking. Okay, that will also help and alleviate the bloating. What's happening is that your body's taking on um, too much fats and carbs, okay, and it's not processing it. So let's just clear that energy where your body is not processing and metabolizing certain fats and proteins properly. Fats and carbs and proteins. Okay, so let's just go ahead and do that. Let's bring all the excess bloating down. Liz, you are very upset about something, and it's creating this disturbance in your microbiome. And so a probiotic, a prebiotic would be really good to help balance that. If that's too much for you, again, just take some ajwain seeds, okay? And you could take them raw or roasted. You can roast them. They will sting your tongue a little bit towards the end as you chew them, and then just take a sip of water to help wash the rest of it down, okay? Martina says, thank you for teaching. You are so welcome, honey. Hello, Thomas. After eating, I have to crash for 15 minutes. Gallbladder, stone issue, body making stones, and diet. So I'm not sure if you're asking me if you have gallstones or, and I'm seeming to get the answer yes. So I'm going to release some of this energy for you, because I don't know if there's stones, but I do sense that there's some crystallization because the bile is being stored in the gallbladder, but it's not moving properly. And so what's happening is that the liver and gallbladder kind of, I see where it's disassociated, right? It's not working properly. So I'm just going to reconnect it energetically and clear the energetic block that is between the two. Okay. So either recognize, are you eating too much? Okay. Recognize how much you're eating and what you're eating. Okay. When you eat, do you have protein? Do you have carbs? Do you have the proper fats? Okay. And people ask me this all the time. How do I know if I'm eating the right things? So here's the thing. When you eat, there is a way to know how much calories you are supposed to get. Okay. You can also break it down calories per meal, but I don't do that. Okay. Throughout the day, how many calories are you supposed to get? Now, there are apps out there that you could get on your phone or your computer that will help you. And I'm telling you, once you start to eat your macros, your the proper macros, proteins, fats, and carbohydrates, you're not going to have problems that you are finding right now where you crash after you eat. Okay. Even if you have certain issues in your body, it's going to start to feel better. Oh, here's the other thing that's coming up for you, Thomas. What I want you to do is you can take a castor oil pack and put it directly on your gallbladder. It'll help break down the stones. Okay. So if you know you have stones, if you have kidney stones, gallbladder stones, if you want to do a liver cleanse, put a castor oil pack on those areas, but you have to do it every day for an hour and see how you feel. Okay. All right, guys. So I'm just going to read through the comments. Okay. So Laura, I have been obese since childhood and I'm trying to find out what triggered this so I can reverse it. Laura, thank you for being here. And I'm just going to tap into your body. Okay, so your mom energy is coming up. You've taken it on from in womb. You've also made a contract with the women in your family. There is also this imbalance of two specific hormones and the way your body processes the fats. Everything is kind of slowed down. The prana is slow, and therefore you're not able to process certain macros properly. And when I was speaking about the app, getting an app that will help you, especially if you're looking to lose weight, you can tell it that you want to lose this much weight in this much time, and it'll calculate how many calories you are supposed to be getting every day. And then you can put in the foods you eat and play with the macros, see what macros you are receiving, because it will also tell you should only get 90 grams of macros, certain macros, meaning your proteins, fats, and carbs. Okay, so you could play with that. And so, but what I'm seeing energetically that triggered this is coming from in womb. I feel like you picked it up from your mom's side and the contracts, and I would love to work with you a little deeper on this. So if you've never had a session with me, come and email me at deepalshah@anandaforlife.com. I would love to help you. If you would like a session, I do not do sessions that much anymore because I am teaching my modality, Quantum Body Awakening. We do have a spiritual group that does gather, and you can have that one-on-one contact with me. But Laura, just go ahead and just put in the comments session, and I will share with you exactly how we can kind of set that up. Okay. If you would like. Corey says, I'm down to 200. Well, congratulations, Corey. Anything that we can do for our body to get ourselves on track and get our body back on track can really help us, right? And really guide us and really make us feel more confident, right? And make us want to be seen, be heard, right? And you'll notice these things that you tend to change because now you're feeding your body the nutrition that it needs physically. But let's talk a little bit about how you can do it emotionally. I want you to work on the emotions now. Okay, Corey, that's what I'm getting for you. I know you didn't ask for a reading. I don't think you did, but oh, here we go. So what you feeling on me? I'm feeling nanotechnology in my ears, lust and anger, sinus congestion. Okay. So what you're dealing with, some of these things we can definitely work on that. But what you're doing right now with your body is, we want to speed up that loss. We want to take your body through a fat loss process. So we want to go ahead and clear any limiting beliefs that are stopping you from losing more, right? If that's what you want, if you want to lose more weight. So let's clear that for everybody. Lust and anger. These are ego. Let's clear that. Sinus congestion. So we're going to open up some channels around your face to help flush out all the excess energies within the lymph, within the sinuses. Aki ami ari kiti ishi anakara kati onu uru kutu kuri ori kiti ini anakata. All right. Notice how you feel, okay, Corey? All right. So, yeah. So I'm just reading a couple of these. So Laurel says, what about constant diarrhea? Family has this. Yes. So that's IBS. It's part of IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. Okay. But you want to make sure that there's no blood in there. If you're losing blood, it could be something else. So you definitely want to get this checked out. Okay. This is a first chakra imbalance. Okay, Laurel, it's a first, second, and third chakra, mostly first and third. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start working on the first and third chakra. There we go. First and third. They're starting to come into balance. And let's clear all that the family's holding on to. There's been a lot of betrayal in the family, so they're all holding on to that and feeling and holding on to this energy to where it's disrupting the microbiome in the gut. Okay, constantly feeling used. And let me know, Laurel, if this makes any sense, but that's what I'm getting. Okay. Martina says, loved this session. Super interesting. Thank you, Deepal. You are so welcome. And Laurel, if you need to gain weight, yeah, we need to work on the first and third chakra for sure to help hone in on the energies. Again, if you would like a session, write session in the oh, you know what? You're on YouTube, so I won't be able to get that to you. So, Laurel, I don't know why YouTube comments I don't see after we're done here. So you might want to email me at deepalshah@anandaforlife.com, and I'll go ahead and put it here so that you can go ahead and email me if you need my email. You know, you guys can get in touch with me at any point in time. And I'm just looking, where did my email go? All right. So it is deepalshah@anandaforlife.com. And so you can just email me here and just let me know that you are looking for a session, okay? So we could dive deeper and help you heal, because I wouldn't be surprised if you've got a fissure or hemorrhoids or something that is irritated in the anal canal, in the rectum, and a lot of burning and itchy sensations. I used to work in gastroenterology, and I used to have some of these same problems. So I know. But it also, I'd like to know more of the history around this so that I could help you some more, okay? All right. Let's see. Oh, wow. Sarah, you're down 98 pounds with IBS. Yeah, it can be quite it can take a toll on the body. So first and third chakra. So I just did a little healing on that. I hope you accepted it and received it. I see there's some new people joining us. Shiraz says, I have IBS and anxiety. Your anxiety caused the IBS. Okay, something in your life happened that created the anxiety, and then it triggered into IBS. Okay, so we need to work on the anxiety. All right, awesome. So, Ruda says, how do I adjust hormone imbalance, right? How do I adjust hormone balance? So one of the ways to adjust it is for Ruta, for you, and I usually speak specifically for you, for your energy, okay, is that in order to balance the hormones, I want you to focus on the thyroid chakra, okay, the chakra right here. And I want you to send healing to it each and every day. But I also want you to focus on your endocrine system, your pituitary gland. Okay. In meditation, you can see your pituitary gland excreting the proper amounts of hormones each and every day. Okay, so I want you to do that. And if anybody else has an issue with hormones, try focusing on these areas where you can work through the pituitary gland, talk to your pituitary gland, ask it what emotions is it holding on to, and clear that each day. And then work on your thyroid by sending energy healing to it. I teach all of this in my medical intuitive course. If you are interested in that, please let me know. But at this time, I am teaching the 8 intuitive abilities and teaching you how to open up your own intuition. And it's going to be a mini course. So it's a 2.5 hour workshop. And I want to invite each and every one of you to it. We are over time. And I want to thank you all for being here. I enjoy our Wednesdays together. I will see you guys next Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern. I love you. Namaste, everybody.